What's up, Extra Butter listeners? On today's episode, we are at the series finale of our football series and wrapping things up with Draft Day, a 2014 sport drama with Kevin Costner, diving into the war room, the war council, what happens behind the scenes when your favorite NFL team might be making a first-round pick. Finishing things up there, and we move into football, getting some updates on the teams, Birds, Bears, Eagles, or I just said the Birds, so we're going to double down on them, Packers. And our Vikings candidate is not here tonight, so we do a quick snapshot on the old Vikings, update you guys on where we're feeling, where the vibes are heading into week 4 of the NFL season. We also talk about some gears to grind. We've got our Oscars to give out, and stick around to the back end for a new draft-style wheel. You're not going to want to miss the theme for this upcoming wheel as we head into the month of October. Trav can't be with us tonight, so we have his picks previously given to us prior to the podcast, and he did not make the assignments, so you guys are going to hear that as well. So stick around to the back end for the new wheel, and make sure to find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and follow us on Instagram and X, the Everything app. Everything happens on X for everything to come. Like, subscribe, comment, listen to the back end because you might get involved here soon with what movies we might be watching next. So we'd love to hear from you guys. We love you. We love that you show up. For the few of you that do and the feedback that we get, you're starting to get your voices heard a little bit louder. And our number one fan might be getting a special appearance here coming soon. Critter, roll the tape.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 24. Trav's on his way back from New York. Geese is back from Boston. We sub in one for the other. Our Bears representative is back. We kick things off talking football during football season. Let's pass the ball to you. Let's talk about the Chicago football Bears.
Bears. Fucking kicked Dallas's ass. I know that was a week ago. Fuck it. Beat the shit out of them. Caleb and Rome are the staples to my fantasy team. Been great so far. Hope they can keep it going. I am a little nervous about Vegas. I feel like that should be a guaranteed win for us, but we got a lot of injuries. Darnell Wright's out. Obviously, Jalen Johnson's out right now. He's on IR, so worried about the defense and Genty kind of having a breakout game, but I still think we get it done.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you thought it was going to be a trap game or not. I did see the injuries coming up. A lot of teams are having that happen. So weird in the NFL. It's like they're fine in the game, and then practice week comes around.
Yeah, played the whole fucking game. Now he has some contusion on his fucking elbow, and now he's out for the game, which we have the bye week next week. So I understand sitting dudes, like, fuck it. But if the offense shows up like they should, I think we're okay. Our rookie tackle is going to be starting against Max Crosby, which is not good. But Caleb's got some wheels on him, so hopefully he can just pick them apart. But I don't think he's going to get the pocket that he's kind of been used to the last couple weeks.
Yeah, they're not very good.
No, and that's the thing. It's like, I think we will win. I just got a feeling we might get our ass kicked. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say that as a fan, but at the same time, like, Crosby is a problem, and then Genty's been kind of quiet, but that dude's a workhorse. But Vegas offensive line blows, so maybe our defense ain't too bad. Is the hope.
You've been conditioned to believe that you come off a win like that, we either can get
we could regress to the mean real quick next week, this Sunday, dude. That's not good. But Caleb, player of the week. NFC, player of the week. Suck my dick.
I think he was offensive player of the week because I think Jordan Davis got defensive or special teams player of the week.
But then he was the player of the week. With the big
talk about special teams.
We don't apologize for injuries. CeeDee Lamb going down definitely didn't hurt you guys.
No, fuck that guy. He's not on my fantasy team. Fuck it.
We don't apologize for injuries. We don't wish on them, but when best players on the other team aren't playing, I'm not going to be mad about it. Mike Evans
he would have been a problem the rest of the game. That's the thing. It's like just having that threat there is always, you're always thinking about it. But when he's not even on the field, like,
yeah, Mike Evans isn't playing Sunday for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and Baker's questionable, and he's on my other team. And I've had Mike Evans on my fantasy team for like 4 years in a row. So, diehard Mike Evans, let's go.
I like Mike Evans a lot too, but as
we get old,
the Bucks own us traditionally when we go to Tampa. Him not playing is another thing. Like, I would prefer him not to play when we play them. Like, I get it, beat them at their best, whatever. But fuck, I don't care.
No, just take the W. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Ultimately, you want to beat them at their best, but at the same time, like, don't lick a gift horse in the mouth. Don't kick a gift horse in the mouth. I can't remember what that saying is. But
I don't know what it is either, but yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
We go to Tampa, coming off a wild victory over LA. Had 33 yards of offense and negative one pass.
Crazy ending, dude. And then watching who was the player on the Rams? Like, I am gonna yell so many profanities when he hits this. block kick.
Dude, shout out Jared Verse though. Jared Verse, that guy talks a lot of shit and he backs it up. He's a stud.
Yeah.
He did bet his chain with Jalen Carter on the game, and he lost that chain.
Did he really?
Funny. Yeah, Jalen was wearing it in his post-press conference with giant diamond number 8 on his chest. But yeah, I mean, the offense looked terrible, and then just flipped the switch, and we realized A.J. Brown wasn't too bad at football, and our Super Bowl MVP winning quarterback could throw it a little bit. And crazy comeback, defense locked in. I mean, I didn't think in the life of me we were blocking back-to-back kicks, but I thought to myself, we bulldozed the left guard in the last kick and blocked it. Why would we not be able to do that again? You got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis lined up over one guy. He's in trouble. The big man takes it 61 yards to the house, hitting at 18 miles an hour. The fastest recorded miles per hour for a guy over 300 pounds in the history of the football league since they started fucking recording that stuff. Yeah, crazy win.
Saw Big Dom got a 70K fine, 75K fine.
Yeah, but he was for what he had his cell phone out.
He had his cell phone out or something.
Too close to the bench or something like.
How he will.
There's
pay
a
that.
measurement. Yeah.
How he'll pay that.
How do you feel about the play calling though? Like, I feel like that's been the story in Philadelphia for a few years now. You guys have all those weapons to open it up, and then it's still very conservative.
We get a new offensive coordinator every year because we're good enough that they get hired. So, Kevin Patullo's been there for I think Nick Sirianni's whole tenure, just hasn't been the play caller. So I don't think it's an issue. I think the second half they had to kick the training wheels off and start calling his offense, and I think that's going to help him moving forward. I don't think he was worried about, like, you hear all these stories about the one guy in the world that doesn't trust Jalen Hurts as his offensive coordinator. It's like, I don't think that's true. I just don't think he's used to calling plays, and I think he was very conservative because we are that good. But now you see
got Barkley in the backfield,
yeah, he's been quiet. He's had some touchdowns, but hasn't had the big home run yet. But we haven't really thrown the ball well enough, and I think you start throwing the ball to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and some of those guys in the perimeter, like, the run game's going to improve. So I'm not really too concerned about it. I think that second half shows you what we're going to do moving forward.
Yeah.
You'd hope. And I think Kevin Patullo just getting a chance to just say, fuck it, let's call plays. And we're down 26-7. We got to go score. That is going to help him from play calling perspective. And I'm never going to be a guy to shit on play calls until it's, we're week 15 and we're seeing the same shit. And it's like, obviously it doesn't work. So I think that was a good game for him to just get comfortable calling plays and opening it up for himself. He's obviously got the plays. He's got the players. So.
Nothing to lose, but you got to score points. So
they had to score points. Yeah. So I felt good about that. Going to Tampa, like I said, they own us typically, unless A.J. Brown plays, and A.J. Brown can't confirm will be playing on Sunday. When A.J. Brown played the one game against Tampa since he's been in Philly, we beat the brakes off of him. He had a big day. And it's going to be hot, so that will be interesting. Baker's been playing good football. Tampa Bay's a good football team. Both sides got some injuries. Theirs are on offense. Ours are on defense. Like you said, but they're now right. Our two linebackers haven't practiced all week. Two of the top 10 graded linebackers in football right now.
Not great. It's like, like everyone's pro level, but obviously there's a reason these guys are number 2 and not number 1. But
our cornerback 2, Adoree Jackson's out. Our cornerback 2 backup to Adoree Jackson is also out. So Keely Ringo, who's been on the team for 3 or 4 years now, he'll play. He's a really good tackler, good special teams guy. Gonna have to see a little bit of coverage. I think they're gonna probably try to pick on him, but missing Mike Evans, Chris Godwin could play. So
what's his name? Ibuka.
Yeah, Mecca Ibuka's a dog, but I think it'll be interesting to see how he can do. He'll still get his, but I mean, last week you don't see it much anymore. Second corner out of Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell. He shadowed Devontae Adams last week. You don't see the shadow happen too much anymore. Usually you see guys just play sides of the field, and Q shadowed Devontae last week and just shut him down. I mean, Devontae's long touchdown came on Reed Blankenship, our safety. So Quinyon is elite at CB. I don't know if he'll follow Egbuka or not because he runs a lot of slot. I think he'll get a dynamic of Quinyon and Cooper. But they will probably try to target Keely Ringo to see if he can cover. And he's had flashes, but there's a reason why he's the third guy in the depth chart right now in terms of the second cornerback slot. So hopefully he steps up, and when you get an opportunity, Josh Jobe was a guy on our team that was kind of a fourth, fifth guy, practice squad guy up and down on the team. He's in Seattle now and a couple injuries. Now he's he's a starter. He's been on the team for 2 years, last year practice squad, and he's playing good football. So I mean, when you get the call, I mean, the stage is his, but excited to see if we can stay 4-0. I think Tampa Bay's undefeated too, so schedule doesn't get a whole lot easier from there. But, yeah, we're on the road and got some injuries. So we will see, but the cheesehead.
So you'd forget. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, back down to earth we go. Back to earth we go.
That was quick.
Yeah, well.
Tackle said we're going undefeated.
Still should have. Yeah, well, I didn't like that either. When they
fuck with us.
Well, that was just on the drugs. Let's
I know.
calm down on that one. But
it's a great video, though.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's kind of like where if he's saying that on drugs, it kind of is like, well, maybe that's where everybody's mindset is, and they're confident, but maybe a little bit too confident. They still should have won that game. I get passing there, but at the same time, the defense wasn't like not getting beat by Joe Flacco unless you give him a short field like they did. I would have liked to run the football, even though we couldn't have in the last drive there before Jordan threw that interception. Punt it down, make him beat the defense. He literally, Joe Flacco couldn't do anything. Judkins could, but it's late in the football game. They may not want to run it as much and kill a bunch of clock. So I wish they would have just ran the football, played it conservative. I don't always like it when they do that, but I wish they would have been a little bit more conservative and just, if we get the first down on the run, cool. If not, punt it away. We got a punter that is an absolute weapon. Flip the field, make them beat you. I think they're just learning that they're going to be a defensive-led team this year. And I think they're just learning that.
It's always scary when you let a team that you're supposed to beat hang around that long.
Yeah, I mean,
like their defense
losing 2 offensive linemen, they should have rested them. Geese, we both have a bye week next week, so I wish they would have rested that offense, at least one of the offensive linemen. I think Zach Tom, just give him a beat. We got a bye week coming up. Take 3 weeks off, reassess. Then, if you're still not good, then we at least have 3 weeks of rest and recovery. But they threw him out there, and he was out in one play. And then open up the floodgates.
He was in for like
Myles
one
Garrett
series, and then hurt his groin again. It's like, God damn it!
Brown's defense is legit, though. I will say that. So Still should have won the game, but the Browns defense is nothing to sneeze at, and it really hasn't been as long as Garrett's healthy. But
Yeah.
I think they got a rookie now. It's D tackle. I can't remember his name. He was in the
Graham.
backfield all day. Yeah.
I heard a stat. I heard a stat on either Pardon My Take or Bussin' with the Boys. Pass rush win rates are like good guys are like 7 to 12% or something. Typically, your perimeter guys, like your edge rushers. Mason Graham is a D tackle. His pass rush win rate's like 40%. It's fucking insane.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
If they could score points, they would really be a problem. But
who's your left tackle? There's a clip where Garrett just blows by him, and he's like, Jordan, run!
Rasheed Walker. He said he's like, I'm not talking to you guys anymore, to the media. He's like, I'm not doing it anymore because I obviously have a loud mouth.
To that point,
He's a good guy, though.
They talked about
I would have done the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you got beat by one of the best players on defense, dude.
Yeah.
Like, tell your QB to get the fuck out of there and not take a blindside, bro.
Yeah.
That's what on Bussin' Taylor Milan said that. He's like, I remember a game where I got beat by whoever it was, and he's like, Marcus, get out of there, get rid of it. It's like you have to, like they don't see it, so it's like they're gonna hear that and they know your voice. So
Yeah.
that's the shit you can't see unless like we get the clips like that. But like in the game, you don't know that. You just are like, oh fuck.
No, at least give him a chance, instead of just parking right there and getting spanked.
Yep,
Yeah.
not Jordan's best game.
But you get
Through
you
that
get
pick.
Dallas.
And yeah, we get Dallas. Last time we were there, it was a good old time beating their ass in the playoffs. But Micah Homecoming, I don't mind.
Going to eat Dak alive.
I wish they wouldn't have said, like, brought up, are you going to play him a tribute video? Why
Fuck
would they?
no.
Yeah, I was like, why would they?
Oh, not after all that.
Well, just what? I mean, I'm not saying he didn't do anything for him, but, like, did they win a playoff game with him?
I don't know. Probably. I don't think so.
In his tenure as a Cowboy, I don't think they have.
No.
I think there was a missed spike
Jerry
or didn't
Jones
spike it
says
in time.
there's ways to stop Micah, so that's what they're gonna do. And I was just like, I don't know.
I think it's just who's
Very
going to talk
trouble.
shit the most before the game. Just a
Yeah.
battle.
That should be fun. That's an afternoon game, isn't it? Or is it the night game?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that'll be good. That should be an ass kick. And I mean, not having
He's
again
coming
going
for
back to
cookies.
CD ain't playing. They're in trouble. Your defense is good anyway, but CD definitely changes that offense tenfold. They don't run the ball very well. Yeah, that should be on paper. That should be an ass kicking. But on the road, coming off a loss,
Can't do
we'll
15
see.
penalties like we did against Cleveland, and there probably was more. They were just declined. So can't do the same thing we did against Cleveland and expect
Yeah,
any different of a result. Can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
no. Well, we'll see. And to do honors to Trav, talking about the Vikes quickly, they're a good football team. Carson Wentz back out there. They didn't have
Oh,
Wentz played well, but their defense. I mean, Isaiah Rodgers, Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagle. I think he had two touchdowns. He did something that's never been done before in Vikings uniform, and he also got graded out on Pro Football Focus at a 99.9, which is the highest grade I think ever given
Pick
out.
six,
So,
scoop and six, and another forced fumble. Or
Yeah.
fumble recovery, whatever it was.
yeah, that pick six
Yeah,
was
they
crazy. That
fucking
guy can
ate.
cook. Yeah. Who'd they play? The Bengals? That's a tough. Jake Browning.
yeah, Burrow got hurt in that game, didn't he? Or
No,
was
he
it
got
2
hurt the
weeks
week
ago?
before.
Browning, yeah, it was because it was Browning versus Wentz,
Yep.
and Wentz
Yeah,
showed
shout
him
out
that
Wentz.
there's levels to this.
Yeah, I mean that team is that the Vikings are good. I mean their roster's really good. Their coaching
Oh, yeah.
staff's good. I don't know who they play next week, but hopefully Wentz continues to play good football because I like him.
But
So
JJ
we'll see.
right back on the bench.
Yeah, they're not going
We
to
got the Steelers bright and early. That's right. They're in
Steelers
London.
in Ireland.
Or Ireland, yes.
Ireland. Guinness. Shout out Guinness, unofficial sponsor of Extra Butter Podcast.
It's a long day of football, man.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
It's awesome though.
Oh, yeah.
That's from dusk to dawn there.
Wake up 9:30, kickoff. Then I got to
yeah.
wait all day till my team plays. That's what's going to suck the most. Got to wait
Yeah,
literally all day.
I'm glad to get up and watch a game before the Eagles kick off instead of kind of sitting around and waiting for football to start. So Yeah, excited to see week 4. Good luck to the boys getting back on track, and good luck to the boys who got back on track and are playing a trap game in Las Vegas this week.
Yeah.
We'll see.
A
We're
1
both
and
on the
2
road.
team has a trap game. I hope.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Hey,
tough. Can be,
we're pulling for them.
especially against a 1 and 2 team.
Don't think we've got any movies to review. I didn't get out. Football season makes it hard. Monday nights are football nights. Saturday mornings I like to try to go, but it's just been college football depending on what games are on big weeks. So we'll get back out there, hopefully bring something to you. But I'll kick things off with Gears to Grind here because
Well, hang on now, because we do have the Scream Unseen on Monday for
Are you
our
going?
upcoming theme. I am all booked.
If it's a Scream Unseen, I got to go.
It
For
is
the upcoming
officially
theme, yeah.
Scream Unseen.
Okay. All right, I'm going to have to go to that one then because
Yeah, because we're kicking
for the
off.
theme. Well, let me.
Exactly.
Who plays NFL? Who plays Monday Night Football? If it's a Scream Unseen, though, I think with the moving into Halloween type of theme here, Monday Night Football is the Bengals and the Broncos. I think I can miss that one. Oh, it's a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Jets,
Yeah.
Dolphins, Bengals, Broncos. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with. I can catch the beginning of that Jets Dolphins game. That'll be a real barn burner. And then the Broncos, I mean, we'll see. They got to get back on track too. They've lost a couple field goal games that are just tough. That's a good team. The Bo Nix is the lowest graded quarterback in the league by Pro Football Focus right now.
Really?
Which is insane. Yeah.
Where's Caleb at on that?
I don't know. I just saw this. He wasn't in the bottom 6, so
That's all that matters, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
The graphic I saw was it's like 33 to 39 or 38 or something, and Bo was the last guy on the list of guys who have taken like X amount of snaps this year. So, yeah, I mean,
not a good stat to be on.
I'm cool with the Scream Unseen. Definitely down for that. So I will go to that with you. We'll have something to review for you come next week. But I know I've got a gear to grind here. Always somehow gets back to traffic, but it's just you spend a lot of time in your car throughout the week going to work.
Yeah.
My gear to grind, and there is caveats to this, but truck beds or any sort of truck with just like loose gravel or rocks.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about like the actual trucks that are moving gravel. Like I get it. You just kind of that's what they got to do. But like
not just your pickup trucks, and it's got dirt and shit in it.
Yeah, bro.
Rocks. Like and not secured down either. No tarp or nothing above it. It's just a pile of dirt in there.
And it's like there's no care in the world for it. Like you don't check to clean your truck bed, but it's like, dude, I have two cracks in my windshield from rocks.
I knew that's where you were going with it.
Well, I had 2, and they haven't spider webbed out yet, so that's good. You put a little clear nail polish on there, it typically gets the job done for a while. So I've had those for a while. Knock on wood right now because I say this and it's probably going to splinter. But I was driving to work the other day, and I mean the loudest rock hits my windshield, and I'm just looking, dude. Thank God it didn't crack. But I'm like, dude, it wasn't like a pickup or whatever those trucks are called, dumpster truck, whatever, carrying gravel.
Truck.
It was just like a construction guy or something that they just throw the shit in the back of their car and they don't give a shit. Like, dude, the amount of, and I know a car can, kick a rock at you, whatever, but the odds of that compared to a rock just bouncing out of a truck are so much smaller. It's like, dude, there's not much we can do about it, but just some sort of common courtesy or common sense to like
put a tarp down, put that shit in it because it's falling through the cracks there and tumbling out. It's not like the wind's picking it up and throwing it over. Just there's ways to go about it. And what's curious for me is that let's say a rock comes out, breaks your windshield. You get that guy's license plate and file insurance against him. Like I've never heard of someone doing that.
That's a good question. It's a good question because I could 2 things. One, there's nothing you can do about it. So like you're driving fine. And you get that type of shit that happens to you. Like you can't avoid it. You don't see it. It just happens. So it's not like you wreck or you get in accidents like that. That is an unavoidable circumstance on the road of these people that just have rocks kicking out of the back of the truck. To your point, I think about like hitting a golf ball off a house. It's your responsibility. Like you have to report it and like you are the one that has to own up to it.
Actually,
so if you use that logic, I thought it was on you.
Nah, it's insurance. You pay extra insurance for living on a golf course. So any ball that comes and hits it, like you just file a claim. Anyone golfing on the golf course is not directly implicated in that situation.
I thought you were liable as the golfer.
They probably put signs out there, but legally speaking, you're not.
That's the way I always thought, was that they had some sort of.
So maybe that's what it is for this. Like, you're not legally liable, even though it came from your car. But and again, how do you prove it?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can look at all the shit, but it's like, unless you have a video of that rock, beaming right at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it, though. That shit pisses me off. I thankfully never had that happen to me.
Yeah. Knock on wood if you're with me.
Yeah. now that I say it. But, and along with all the gravel, just a bunch of just, like, trash.
Yeah.
Or, like, broken item. Like, they just toss it in there. No straps, no tarp, no nothing. You just asking for something to fly out of that thing.
Well, and I don't know if I've talked about it on the pod, but, like, that's how my front bumper got fucked up, is like a shopping bag, like Target bag, on like, I'm on the interstate, 3-lane traffic going like 70. You can't really get over, like, when cars are around you, and I see this shopping bag, and I'm like, this is a while back, but it's like, it's not moving. So clearly, it's not blowing in the wind, and I, have to, like, try to avoid it or run it over. It's like full of bricks or some shit, and it just pops up, tears my wheel well up, cracks my bumper, and it's like, dude, like, and then that fell out of a truck.
Yeah.
Like, that it fell out of a truck, and it's like, it just pisses me off, man. Like, no courtesy, like, no courtesy, no common sense. Like you said, you could throw a tarp over, whatever you got to do, but, like, there are ways to prevent that from happening.
Or just put a flashing light up or something too. Like, just don't drive behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like you should go out of your way if you're in that position to at least try to mitigate it.
Well, they don't. So that's fun. What do you get? You got a gear?
Yeah. I mean, it's travel again, obviously. Except I've never had this happen before. Have you ever had the heat turn on while you were flying?
No. I got to get a napkin, though, but keep talking. I got my AirPods in.
Dude, so for one, our flight from Denver to Boston gets delayed 4 hours. As we're on our way to the airport, I get the notification that it's delayed. Like, we're 5 minutes out. So fuck me, it's like an hour. And then every, hour as it's coming up on the time, it's getting delayed. Yeah. Finally get on the plane. We get up in the air, dude. I'm sweating. Like, these fuckers put the heat on to the point where multiple people are calling the flight attendant. Like, entire, I don't know, 20 people are bitching about it because it's so fucking hot on this airplane. And maybe 2 hours in, we finally get cold air. Like, it was terrible. It's probably my worst flight I've ever had. Just to, like, being uncomfortable, it sucked.
I didn't even know there was, like,
because I didn't either. News to me.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Apologies.
My flight coming back was a lot better. So,
what's up, Crit?
Said apologies for dipping out. There was an accident of some kind, and Lindsay has to stick around, and Ace is probably not the best dog to be hanging around. Sirens and all that shit. So, and I'd just been hiking all day, and I just had to run sprints. So, apologies for the lack of breath.
No, you're good.
My calves are on fire right now.
This shit will take a lot out of you.
Well, the hike wasn't exactly the easiest either today.
They never are. Every time I go on a hike, speaking of gear to grinds, Chelsea always says we got some trail. It's not something crazy. And then we get there, we walk half a mile, and then it's all uphill from there. It's like, this is not just a trail.
That happened to me today, but the lake was cool.
There's always a lake.
Got a little fishing in. The way back was 20,000 times easier because it was all downhill.
Yeah.
It's also
Going
Yeah,
downhill is a lot more fun for me.
That'll get
Yeah,
your quads. That'll get your quads going though on the way down.
yeah, that's true.
Did you have sprinters running by you up and down?
No.
None of those guys.
Well,
Those guys are insane.
when we got there wasn't really anybody there. While we were fishing, we probably saw about 10 groups. And then on our way back, there was probably 3 more groups passing us. So somewhat of a popular spot, but we got there, dirt road, downhill, doing all this stuff. I'm like, where the fuck are we? I'm used to just going to like right off the main road parking lot,
Right. Just
take
a
a
little
hike.
parking area.
No, we had to go and all down 5
I
miles
always
an
get
hour.
worried about bottoming out.
Oh, we did
I
that.
actually have a mountain car now. So it's like
Yeah.
when I was in my Camry doing that shit, like, dude, I don't know, man. We might be fucked.
We were in Lindsay's Kia, so
Yeah, well, the worst thing about hiking is when you get to whatever lot and you park, and then to start the trail, it's like you got to go down to then get to the trail, and it's like you just know the entire time when you get back, the last leg of that thing's going straight fucking up.
Yeah.
That is the worst. That is the absolute worst, but always beautiful. The lakes are always crystal clear.
Yep.
Never done the fishing though. That's pretty cool. I saw pictures of that fish.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
day pass at Jack's because you got to have a fishing license.
Oh, yeah.
Pay for the annual. What's the point right now? Because we haven't fished all year. Might pick it up, but buy it from now until March. We're not going to be fishing in like a month, 2 months. Yeah, not going to be doing that. That's for sure. That's a lot
You
of,
only need a
lot of gear.
license unless you get caught, you know? Like, nobody's stopping you.
True, but I bet that fine's
It's
pretty
getting
fucking
caught
hefty.
sucks.
Yeah. But I think the annual pass isn't that bad. So, I mean, it's literally the price of a single round of golf for a whole year's worth of fishing. So,
Yeah, not bad. Well, on to good news. Oscars to give out. I don't know if anybody's got a good one they want to start with.
I'll go ahead.
Mine?
I mean, Oscar goes to
I don't know
Lindsay.
if I have one. I gotta.
Lindsay's birthday was today. That's why we went hiking today and fishing. So, Oscar goes to her for her birthday,
Shout out, Lynn.
even though she's going to hear this a week from now.
Yeah, thought that counts. My Oscar, I think it hasn't been given out yet, but it's that time of the year. It just goes to the crock pot meals. I mean, you're making some chili in there. You get some Italian chicken, Italian beef going.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, dude, those things last you a week. Chelsea doesn't really eat a ton of leftovers, so like I get it forever. Like sometimes, like any sort of pot roast. I mean, you name it. My mom has tons of recipes. You always check back in with mom when it comes to crock pot meals. Quick Google. I mean, anytime it hits fall weather, football season, crock pot comes out and you're fed. I was coaching up one of the younger guys I work with, like always, lunch, always eating Chipotle or eating out or something. It's like, dude, get a crock pot. You're going to have lunch for the whole week, man. Like just throw some shit in there, go to work, let it sit on low. And then you go home. It's the easiest cooking ever. I always joke about that when we're having crock pot dinner. It's like, best chef in town made it. All I did was throw the shit in this morning before I left for work, but I cooked all day, come home and crush it. So crock pot meals are back in full swing. Oscar goes there.
Chili season too. Excited.
Yeah, just had chili. Woo.
Chili's so good. And you can put it in the crock pot too.
Mm-hmm.
My Oscar is going to go to the town of Salem. Was just there last weekend. Had an absolute blast. Everyone was great. So shout out to them. Very unique experience. And beat the crowds. And that's all I care about. So shout out to Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I have to at some point check it out. I know this year when I go to Boston, we'll be taking a train over to the old great brother or city of brotherly love in Philadelphia for the Eagles Raiders game. So Raiders are getting brought up again here.
That'd be cool.
Whether we go or not, depending on, I like being in the stadium would be cool. Tickets are not cheap. Being in a bar just in Philly, Xfinity Live or something downtown, like just
I feel like that's probably the better option.
Yeah, being in the atmosphere of the lads, man, with the Philly gear. I saw videos of Xfinity Live. Xfinity Live is essentially like a massive building near the stadiums because there's not much out there, and it's like 5 bars inside. There's some in different cities.
Oh, yeah. See, I would do that.
St. Louis has it. It's always
Yeah.
Right.
I saw like after Jordan Davis blocked the field goal, fucking smoke just get blasted in there. Like Pelix is going crazy.
Mhm.
So you got to watch out for probably flying beer cans or bottles. But other than that, that's an atmosphere that we're looking forward to. But yeah, Boston's sick. Salem put it on the list. Have to check it out. But series finale of football. Been a fun series. Football will not die here in terms of pre-pod talking our NFL teams getting caught up on NFL college football, but in terms of the movies itself, wrapping things up with Draft Day, 2014 sport drama that I had never seen before. I think Geese had never seen it before. Crit said he maybe saw it once. Pretty good movie. I mean, I can kind of give a quick snapshot unless you got something ready to roll or want to wing it, Geese.
I can wing it.
Go for it.
All right. So as Vernon said, we have Draft Day where we are following Sonny Weaver Jr., who is the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. As the title suggests, it is Draft Day, and we get a inside peek about the comings and goings of what happens as the time ticks down and what a general manager is actually. Obviously, we kind of already knows if you follow football, but gives you a peek into the hard decisions you have to make, the people that are affected by it, and ultimately, taking feedback from an entire group, the War Council, and the right decision to make, and the effects that it has on the future of the team.
Yeah, no, well said. And the War Room is. And again, it's like it probably as good of a capture as you can get. Probably, again, it's a movie, so probably not spitting an image of it. There's a lot of things that we could talk about that look probably not quite up to speed of what it actually might look like. But yeah, what I liked about it was, I mean, I haven't talked about it in quite a few weeks, but like your opener set stage music was great. We set the stage, we opened it up well. We got Chris Berman talking. He's a dog. Chris Berman leading us into the show. And what I do like about movies like this, not from the plot standpoint, but when it's like the whole movie, it's about 2 hours, and it like right out of the gate, you get the clock like 12 hours and 55 minutes in some seconds.
The countdown, yeah. I like that a lot.
The whole movie is shot in half a day, 4:15 a.m. I think the Seattle guys waking up to go check out some tape or talk to the owner. What are we doing? All the way up until the draft and kind of the post-draft sequences there. But yeah, I love that about a movie. I thought this movie was pretty cool. I had never seen it before. Like I said, Kevin Costner's great. Can't think of the girl's name off the top of my head. Might need some help.
Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah, she's awesome. We got real NFL analysts. We've got NFL players. We've got a pretty good cast.
We got Diddy.
Diddy. Yeah, Diddy was in here. First time making his way to the pod. My funniest takeaway from the beginning was what a shot at Cleveland this movie is, because you go to Seattle, who has the number one pick, which obviously this movie's not based on a true story because in our lifetime, I don't think Seattle's ever been close to the number one pick. Could be wrong about that, but they haven't had the number one that I can remember. And they just talk about, who's the most desperate city in town, who's the most desperate GM we can give a call to, and we just go over to Cleveland, Ohio. So what a just quick stab at the dog pound over there in Cleveland.
I thought it was just really funny that it's like, in order to be successful, you have to make a fantasy movie about the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the funniest thing is like the Browns have kind of done this exact thing in this movie, and they still suck. So, like they've had 2 first-round picks, and like they've had these trades. They just did it again last year at Jacksonville, trading away the pick to get Travis Hunter to get these picks, and it's like they get some good players, but fuck, they are still bad. And I don't see,
especially with the Deshaun Watson thing, dude. Like that's kind of like Bo Callahan. It's like,
yeah,
instead of deep diving into what's his weakness, they just sold the farm and then surprise.
Yeah, I mean, different weakness, I'd say, but Deshaun Watson was pretty damn good. Deshaun Watson was pretty damn good. But yeah, he had his baggage for sure. Tough contract there. I think they've figured out, but always got to have a love story going on, don't we? Always got to have
always a love interest. It's like
sports.
yeah, it's like I actually enjoyed the movie a lot, but like let's not pretend that this thing is like an all timer. Like you
No.
know, good plot, good acting. Like it had just stereotypical bits and pieces. The way it's like, why is the GM dating his finance manager?
Having
Not
a
saying
kid.
that yeah, and behind no one knows about it. So it's technically an affair of the office. I know he has an ex-wife, but it's just like, why overcomplicate it? Like this dude has enough stress going on till he finally fucking snaps on his own goddamn mother,
Yeah.
and like you have to introduce this whole other fold into it with a love interest. I don't know. I don't think you could have Jennifer Gardner in there and still be like as dynamic as she was, and as a reliable ally to Sonny without them having shacking up.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes Sonny right out of the gates just look like a total prick because you got draft day, which is god beyond stressful, and it's like
Yeah.
right out of the gates, it's like you got his salary cap manager, finance manager, pregnant, and he just kind of brushes it off like he doesn't fucking care. It's like priorities there. It's like, dude, that is hard, but you're just making this guy think like he's just like you're painting the picture that this guy is a total asshole and has no priorities about the fact that this girl is pregnant, and they're colleagues, they're good friends, obviously have an intimate relationship, and we just paint him as the biggest prick right out of the gates. Football guy. And she's a football girl. I mean, fuck, she was one of the most football people in the show.
Yeah, she was like the only one spouting stats off and shit, dude, which everyone at that level has that type of knowledge.
Right.
So it's like, I get it. But I liked her character a lot. And back to the point, it's like the only part of the love interest of this entire movie is the fact that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And they kiss at the end. That's it. You don't need it. It's not needed in this movie for those characters to be important or connected.
It would have still been just as stressful without it. Like, we didn't need the extra layer of that. Yeah.
I think they could have dialed up the stress, especially like because dude, you're fucking around with people's lives, millions and millions of dollars, your own job for like the foreseeable future every year. And then he just trades away all 3 first-round picks, eventually trades away all 3 second-round picks. Like, yeah, this dude's not going to be, fucking around, with, his mom and ex-wife there. And these guys are looking up Bo Callahan's fucking, like, Instagram and shit. I just feel like they should have dialed up the stress level so that you could, it was, like, palpable.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we get a little bit of character intro with Vontae Mack, Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P. I think the second time he's been involved in movies.
I didn't even know. I was shocked to see him in this movie.
Yeah. Colin, the GM, I feel like, I'm interested in your guys' takes on this. There's no way that happens. Like agents, maybe, for sure, but like players, I don't know.
Unless he actually gave him the number, which I don't think so.
And I
don't. Yeah, dude. I mean,
I don't think he had an agent based on what we saw.
Well, in that case, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was.
That could be it. That could be it. I like that interaction reminded me of what was the one with Tom Cruise? I'm blanking on the movie.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire. Like that was just like instant flashback. Like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then when you get Ray Jennings, who just got in an altercation of assault and battery, where we get Arian Foster as Ray Jennings, and then Terry Crews as his dad. I think Ray Jennings Sr. or whatever his name was. I think it was
Earl
Sr.
Earl Jennings.
Browns legend, Browns alumni. And that call made more sense, like realistically. Where Vontae, I think it does if you didn't have an agent and you're marketing yourself and you realize this is the only team that has shown you interest of getting in the top 10, we're trying to market ourselves out. So Arian Foster, dude, just to take a second, I know he's a Barstool guy now, which is awesome. He's on macrodosing. He just shot in the Ryder Cup that Barstool does before the actual Ryder Cup. He's a fucking good golfer, man. I mean, I guess he's got a lot of money and a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah.
But
You better be good.
Shout out Arian Foster, not necessarily for just being in the movie and being an actor here, but that guy is a forgotten dog, man. He was so good.
Oh,
him and Andre Johnson.
NFL fantasy draft files.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in there. Yeah.
He was a freaking damn good running back, man.
Oh, dude.
Tough.
He was nuts. I don't know whether to laugh or not over the fact that it's like this dude just beat the shit out of some dude who's in the hospital, and they're like, it doesn't matter, guys. He's really good. Like, he's going in the top 10 anyway.
Well,
which is it's exactly how it is today.
I think his reasoning, like the phone call when he's like, we got pulled up on some big dudes. He's like, he wasn't a kid. Like, it wasn't like he was under 18. Yeah, we put a beat down on him. But like they did a good job of kind of painting the other side of that picture where like you get as fans, we get the salt, but we don't know the story. Like you kind of get the background of what actually happened, and everything we hear in the media is not always going to be like the actual situation of what the kid did, So I thought that was insightful. But how about the owner telling Costner's character, we got to make a splash? And defense doesn't make
that shit definitely happens. That
defense,
defense
doesn't splash.
I think it might have happened in Green. I think it might have happened in Green Bay this year. I don't like doing lame duck years, is what the president of the Packers basically told the GM and
that's publicly owned
and the coach. But the president, he's voted in basically. But yeah, I think it's kind of like, hey, let's do a splash, and then Micah Parsons.
He's not wrong though. Like defense, like in the draft, it's like defense doesn't make a splash. We want this flashy tool. We want the quarterbacks, the receivers, the running backs, like
shiny new toy.
Yeah, we don't. Those linebackers don't make a splash here. We want Bo Callahan, or we want Ray Jennings. Like we need a flashy player. Brian Drew's knees are weak, is what he kept saying. Got weak knees. We were 4-1 until he went down. He's like, because he's weak in the knees. It's like this guy's like, we need something, and you got to make it happen. Which that's a whole nother side of pressure because that guy could just fire you for doing your job.
Which is crazy, and especially faced with the fact of 3 years of your first round picks is just an insane price tag to me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They literally gave up 3 first rounders, and I mean, their coach was pissed. And I can't remember where this quote came from, but I had written down, Anthony, you already have a son. Because something in there was like something, make me happier than I feel like my firstborn son's like, Anthony, you already have a son. And I can't remember the context of that, but I know it was funny. But yeah, they traded the mortgage for Bo Callahan, essentially. And then we get introduced to Rick, the intern. He's like, Rick. He kept calling him Rick.
Dude, my favorite character is Rick. First day on the job, no one is around, dude. You're just fight or flight. Like, just trying to, hey, dude, this guy's calling you, man. Like, like, what do you want?
Who the fuck are you, dude?
Where's my tape at? Dude, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he was.
And then loses his laptop.
Well, he's like,
losing it.
He's like, can I get you a soda? I don't want a goddamn soda, Rich. He's not even calling the guy the right name. That guy was getting shit on left and right. What a horrible time to intern. First day on the job, draft day. Yeah, right.
Well, and then the jam shatters your fucking laptop. I think they might keep you on long term after that,
Yeah. I didn't quite understand what they were trying to paint on Bo when they called Diddy, his agent. And they put Bo on the phone, and he's like, what does winning mean to you? Or like, whatever. And he's like, winning is everything. Like, that is the answer that he didn't say it with a whole lot of context or emotion, but it was like, what else are you looking for? I feel like winning is everything is what you want to hear, but I guess maybe like I want it more than I want to breathe or something. You know, I don't know. They kind of they didn't paint
It's just
that
cliche.
way.
I feel like being from like a GM perspective, every guy says that. So I think what he's looking for is probably more context to it. Like, what is setting you apart? Like, you're just telling me the bullshit everyone tells me. So it's like,
Yeah.
why, make me want to take you number one? And that answer is just it's fluff, which we see multiple times from Bo Callahan's character, is that he's just playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get the dynamic of the pressure from the owner, make a splash, makes the trade for the number one pick, gives up the future. Head coach comes in, burns the draft analysis on his desk.
That was
So
awesome.
it's like the impact you get from above, you do it, and then the impact you're going to get from underneath is like, dude, what the fuck are you doing with this team?
Right. Like I'm supposed to coach this team, and you just gave away all our fucking inventory.
Literally all the future. Like he wanted that quarterback. He wanted Brian Drew to run the offense. Didn't want to deal with a rookie. And then the next 3 years, you're out of a first-round pick. So he makes the splash. The owner's pumped, and now everybody underneath you, everything they've been doing for the last however many months, they just lights it on fire, throws it out the window. Now you got to deal with that shit. So it's like you can't win in that job.
Which is why I think they should have dialed the stress up, or at least shown it better. Because, Costner is like pretty mellow throughout the whole thing. Until, he kind of has a small breaking point, which I guess you have to be in that position. But I just feel like, dude, faced with all those variables, I'd be bald. Like, I would have no hair on my head from the amount of stress I'd be under.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not a GM,
Yeah, and then our boy Vontae tweets out, everybody finds out about this trade before,
he's even in the office, dude.
Yeah. It's like everybody knows about this trade. Mac tweets about it. He calls him. Mac's phone case with the brass knuckles was all time.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Tells him to get off Twitter. And now every GM in the league now paints you as a guy with a loud mouth, which is true. You go out and do something like that. That's crippling. So he still had Vontae's best interest in hand, but he did just kind of dog his chances of getting picked in the top 10. But that phone case deserved a shout out because that was awesome. Brian Drew, we finally get introduced to, and as he's just trashing his office.
That does not happen. I'll tell you that. There's no way that would ever be
allowed. Yeah, I highly doubt that. But then Sonny kind of approaches him in the locker room and just puts him in his fucking place.
Oh yeah, dude, just big brother to.
That conversation was impactful. That was a good, serious moment. It's like, I'm going to do my job, you do yours. Get back to work. Whatever I'm doing is for the best interest of the football team.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my food's here.
A little snack mid-pod.
Nice.
I'll grab it in a second. I had timed out. It's not my fault. Back to the point of asking Bo Callahan why he wants, what was the question? Like, why he wants to win or something like that?
Yeah, or what winning means to him.
Yeah, what winning means to him. And then to go to Vontae Mack, like, what does winning mean for you? Like, dude, I got a family to support. I got 2 nephews. And that's before you even find out that his sister passed away.
Yeah.
It's like that guy, is living to win, to support something other than himself. So I think that's, just the comparison they're trying to go for.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get the head of security involved now trying to do a deep dive. The whole fucking draft's been turned upside down. We got a deep dive Bo Callahan. What can we get on him? They go through Peyton Manning and all these guys of what was their Joe Montana, what did they not have? They didn't, all that shit it didn't matter. Like, let's find what Bo's thing is and figure out if it matters or not. And the head of security talks about Party getting busted at his 21st birthday. Every name was written down. Not a single one of his teammates was at the party. And it's like, that's when you start getting those clues. Obviously, the winning thing set the tone of obviously being a problem, but 0 teammates showing up to the quarterback's birthday party, that's a big red flag.
I feel like those guys that are. I mean, I get why they didn't, but as like the number one overall pick, I feel like every team has that info already, even if you're not scouting him. But maybe I'm just full of shit. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you are a professional organization. I feel like anyone in the top 10, you would deep dive on no matter what.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty niche. Yeah, I agree. They would find out all these things. Like that's a pretty niche thing to see. But yeah, 0 teammates being at the party, very weird. And then I like that we started to get involved on French fries as well as getting involved on different teams in the NFL. Moving on to Buffalo, fucking coach.
Oh, when it went to the different team stadiums and everything, and like
it felt like we were going to be Seattle, Cleveland only.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that the transitions between the phone calls and, the line comes across the middle and they're kind of crossing over, or when he gets to to the office and he's walking in while the other guy's talking, like the that killed in the movie, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And then, bringing in each stadium to talk to the GMs. And really the banter, because we know that actually happens. It's like, try and fleece that motherfucker. Or it's like, dude, what do you know? Come on. What do you mean, what do I know? I'm just, I'm just giving you a call, like, how you feeling?
Yeah, the way they talk to each other is probably crazy. Now listen, motherfucker, like those guys are talking like we talk,
Oh, yeah. You have to, I feel like, because it's like you're gonna burn someone one day. So it's like, yeah, you're friends for to get a deal done, but ultimately, fuck you.
Well, and both sides want to win, walk out of the deal like they both won. Both guys want to walk back to their team, their coaching staff, their scouts, like we won this deal. So you can't get pushed over, or then you're just known as that guy, and you're probably out of a job pretty quick.
Exactly, and I feel like, everyone's kind of, digging on Sonny the whole time until he calls, who was the guy on the 6th pick? What team was that? Jacksonville?
That was the Jags.
And that GM just came across as like so feeble. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Dude, you're not telling another fucking GM that. I would never admit to not knowing what I was doing in that position.
Yeah, he was a young guy, but the Buffalo guy calls in to offer for the number 1 pick. 2 first-rounders, couple players, fucking coach comes back. Yeah, we can meet our mic if we're going to be moving the bags around. That'd be cool.
I didn't need it.
But,
no, you didn't.
You didn't. Offers a couple players, offers a couple first-rounders.
I thought I was doing that this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Coach goes behind his back. Allie's got elite ball knowledge, wrapping up the front half. Bet one of the best quotes in the movie. No, you're not muted. No one can stop a ticking clock, but the great ones know how to slow it down was one of the best quotes in this movie. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Thought that was cool, but we informed Buffalo that it's going to be a no. Head coach and the GM continue to butt heads, and we're still on Bo Callahan as our number 1 pick. What we didn't talk about and something we move into is that we get back into the war room, and that Vontae Matt conversation is like, after he figures out they traded the number 1 pick, go get Bo. Like, I sacked him 4 times. Go watch the tape.
Yeah.
Watch what happens after. And then hangs up. And then they finally get to that point where they're throwing the tape on, which Mac told him to do. Every time Mac sacks the kid, he's scary feet in the pocket, moving forward. And then like they're watching these plays, and that's the shit that is next level scouting of like you're watching these plays, looking at what he's doing, but you're not necessarily paying too much attention to the fact that what happened on these plays after he got sacked, and he looked like a pussy.
Can you break that down for me? Like, what did guys at that level look into that level of detail automatically?
Well, I'm sure. I mean, it's a movie, so you got to add some dramatic.
Yeah, I get it. But from like a realistic perspective, like,
yeah,
that would be broken down by every webcam journalist out there.
Well, it wouldn't just be Vontae Mack. It would be any good defensive player that got to him. If he's worried about a player on the field, he's going to probably show that sign in every game. Now, he obviously had the stats, but it's like those plays, they're going to find that. They're going to find that shit. You know, they're not going to just be pulling the guy's pants down and getting on their knees for the kid and not finding any flaws in his game. But you know, it was interesting to see. And then they talk about Vontae getting ejected and then handing the ball to his sister that passed away. That's when they bring that up. It's like you're continuing to see Weaver's
Character?
ability. Well, yeah, character and Weaver's like pull towards Vontae Mack and why from the get-go before they made the trade why he was leaning towards Vontae Mack and these guys didn't want a defensive. They didn't want to draft a linebacker. They didn't make a splash. So Vontae Mack gets ejected. He looks fine, and they're like, "Oh, it looks great. There was a game-winning touchdown on the roll. Like, what are we missing here?" It's like, well, Vontae wasn't on the field because he got ejected. But yeah, it's showing both sides' character of like what are they bringing to the table here for the team, and continuously trying to poke holes. Sonny continues to try to poke holes into why Bo Callahan might not be the guy.
Yeah, and especially with his security personnel who started doing the background to the birthday party and then the $100 in the playbook, everything like that. You know, just slowly chipping away at Bo Callahan's character to maybe, I don't know, just like to justify not taking him, but at the same time, you know, they weren't scouting this dude, and there's a reason why, you know, Seattle's trying to, you know, give up the number one.
Well, it's funny too because I'd seen with the $100 bills, like they called the Redskins, and like we always put a $100 bill in the back of the playbook, and you find out who's got it, who doesn't, and yeah, Bo doubled down on lying, and then the story of they only have one player ever mail it back to us and say, "Give this to me when I get the bowl," and it's just happens to be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, Brian Tripp. So all these things stacking against Bo, and it's like you got to find a way now that you've traded the mortgage to get that shit back. We can't draft Bo fucking Callahan is what Sonny was at, and at this point, and then you get to Houston. We get to another cutscene. Houston, we're going to the Texan Stadium. You get the transitions and all that. They're asking about Mac, and Sonny's just giving them nothing. I know.
No.
What do you want to know? Come on.
He's a good kid. Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know.
Come on.
Like, you know that you've been scouting that kid particularly for the last 2 months. Like, what do you got on him? He's like, good kid. I don't know. What do you want?
I definitely believe that happens. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. You're a good kid. Like, never show everyone your cards.
Yeah. No, you can't show your hand. And I think at that point, Sonny was still in the books of like, we got to find a way to get Vontae Mack in Cleveland. So he wasn't going to give him the playbook on the kid. The ashes in the container. So mom and ex-wife show up. Sonny's dad, he fired him, you know, which we find out his mom had asked him to do, but his dad had passed and they wanted to, of course, on all days, draft day, we show up with the ashes. We want to pour them out on the 50-yard line, get everybody out there. I had just watched, or I'm watching, I don't know if I finished it. I might have fallen asleep again, but every night I kind of throw a movie on and watch it. And I was watching the new Ice Road Vengeance with Liam Neeson. Had to point this out. I don't know what do you call the containers that ashes are held in?
Urns.
The urn is the exact same one as it is in the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the exact same gold urn.
I mean, like, does no one respect that this dude has a draft in like 3 hours? Like,
No.
it is shocking to me. It's like, I want to do this right now. He said he wanted you to read off, you know, this epitaph, and it's like, I am trying to draft for a professional football team today. I'm sitting over here like, these guys could fuck off, man. Like, well, I was there for the will reading. Like, I am drafting for the Cleveland Browns. Like, that is such a higher priority in my opinion.
Yeah.
With just it's 1 day a year, guys. I mean, like, you got to cut this guy some slack.
Yeah, like, what did you want him to do? Like, this is the most important job in our lineage, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
And then pile on everything that has happened throughout that morning, and then you get this shit. Like, no, we're going down there right now. Like, I haven't been in my office for 2 seconds. My quarterback just destroyed it. I have no draft picks. I'm trying to navigate this massive pick right now. We're the number 1. I got 2 hours. I got 30 minutes to call these guys back. I got to deal with my head coach, and you want me to read from a piece of paper? Go out there and fucking do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Especially with your dad being a football coach. I mean, I feel like that family would be more on the up and up with the proceedings going on.
Yeah, and he's got again, I'm blanking on the word, but the statue of just your head. He had a statue on the of his head. What are those?
Bust.
A bust.
Yeah, bust.
Yeah, he has a bust out there. Like, it's not like we're not paying homage to the old man. It's like, no, I can't take 2 minutes to go do this. Like, I have now traded my future for the first pick, and I don't even want the guy that we traded for. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do because we don't want this kid anymore. Everybody in this building hates me except for Allie.
We're all getting fired if he sucks. Like,
everybody in this building's job is in my hand, and I'm fucking it all up, and I don't even want to take this kid anymore. And now we're going to go read the will and pour ashes at the 50-yard line. Like, not today, Mom.
Exactly. You had to do it today.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he died that day. And you're just you just show up in his office unannounced. Hey, we got to do this real quick.
And that's where our boy Rick's computer gets tossed.
No, dude, you fuck that shit.
Rick just taking bullets left and right.
I didn't even realize that was Rick's laptop until he's messing with it. I'm like, why is he trying to put, Sonny's laptop back together? He's like, dude, someone whipped my laptop and crushed it.
My whole life's on this thing. Who would do this? I did it.
That was me.
I did it, Rick. We'll get you a new one with all the bells and whistles.
All right, see you later. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm sure he feels bad about it, but you just can't spare the emotion at this point to be like, oh, dude, I am so sorry. We'll get you a new one, man. All right, move on.
Yeah, Rick was just a crash pad the whole movie. Just taking bullets, man. That guy, he got set up for failure. Handled it pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Job opportunity. Like, calling that intern back.
Yeah, he's not losing his job, that's for sure. 40 minutes till draft, we call Bo back. Why did none of your teammates come to your birthday party? Like, honestly,
and the worst answer you can give.
I'm not proud of this, but I don't really remember much from that night. I don't remember mine either, Bo. It's like, you fucking liar. And then he hangs up. What he says? Nothing. It's like, this kid knows he's talented. He's got no want. He's got no willpower he's got nothing. He doesn't want to win. He just wants to play football and make money. And he doesn't care about his teammates. So just another.
Doesn't care about anything that doesn't directly involve him.
No, and it kind of jumps forward to 8 minutes until the draft, and I had a note here of like, dude, their war room was just a bunch of clowns, man.
Oh my God! Could you imagine, like, in the beginning, you're doing all that background on Bo, and you walk into the guys responsible for finding the information, and they're fucking around on his social media talking about how many chicks he bags a week.
Yeah.
Like,
on average.
Get the fuck out of there, dude. Like, this is the highest level of the game. And we are on the fucking clock. We're mortgaging the team. And you guys are fucking around on social media. Like, you need to be, like, calling his family members and finding out what they know instead of just dicking around here.
Yeah, it was poor.
It's it was the three most important guys outside of the head coach not doing jack shit.
Yeah, and that same scene where they're talking about the chicks he's banging is like, Sonny's like, I'm trying very hard right now just to lose my absolute shit on you guys. You guys are just absolute clowns. And like the war room, like they're just clowns. Like they were just assuming they're picking Bo, and it's like, I asked you to do a job to figure out why we shouldn't, and you guys haven't done anything productive. Like, no, he's the best we've ever seen. Like, you haven't tried anything to figure out. No. The security guy, the big Dom character figured it all out. which is why.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that like all these guys saying it's like he's the best, he's the best. It's like nobody is, and that's exactly Sonny's point. It's like no one thought these guys were gonna pan out. Look at him, throws too hard, doesn't have the arm, all-time greats.
It's like, yeah, everybody's got something. We got to figure out what it is, and do we think it matters? And they were not doing anything to try and figure out what his.
Which they kind of were, if you think about it. Like that guy is just is a showman, right? It's like just that interaction with them, just going through assault. He always has hot chicks. Like that is ultimately all he cares about.
Well, I have heard like an old saying. If a quarterback's got an ugly girlfriend, can't take him. So they were doing a little bit of research there.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's an old wives' tale, but it's a thing they like people say like quarterback got an ugly girlfriend. Confidence is low.
But those are typically when a quarterback has an ugly girlfriend, I imagine that she was there from day one. Like Patrick Mahomes, right. Brittany, no offense. You're not top of the board.
Shots fired.
But if you watch this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, dude, she was there day one.
Right.
And so it's like that's what I associate with that type of prestige.
Yeah, loyalty. I mean, it's a like I said, it's an old like myth, fun thing to say, but like that goes to like it is relatable to this situation.
Now Saquon's wife, super hot.
His wife was there from day one as well, and yeah, but those guys are just absolute clowns. And then we get Raj coming out to kick off the draft. Boos are coming in. Roger Goodell starts the draft. The Browns are on the clock, and a question, and I know we'll get to it, but like, were you guys trying to make predictions the whole time about what was on the sticky note?
No.
Didn't care at all. Really?
Not really. I mean, I was curious. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like, what do you write down there? What do you write down?
No. Every time it came up, I was just starting to think about I was excited to see it.
I didn't question it until Allie finds it on the ground, cleaning it up. I'm like, all right, what do you fucking write on there? Was it? I thought it had to deal with her.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, it's like, oh, draft Vontae Mack no matter what.
Yeah.
Now, did he wrote that note in the beginning, right? Or is that note from his dad?
No, before he left his house that morning, he wrote that down.
Okay.
So,
and
yeah.
It's like I kind of don't understand it at that point. Where, all right, well, you wrote this note down, and obviously everything gets thrown out the fucking window. But maybe just to like remind him, with all the clown show shit going on, like this was your thought with a clear head. That's kind of where I'm going with it.
Kind of a crazy turn though when he puts the pick in without going to the war room, and then like the owner's standing there with the Callahan jersey ready to give it to him, and like the guy at the Browns booth like gives him the thumbs up, and like I thought they were taking Bo because like everything looked like he's thumbs up, like we're good. Then owner's pumped, and with the first pick of the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns have selected Vontae Mack, linebacker, Ohio State. Think about Vontae Mack going back to his character and like taking care of his nephews because his sister passed away. He's at home. He doesn't have an agent. Thinks he's dropping out of the top 10. His agent's like maybe 15, but we don't know. And then you get taken 1 overall.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge, dude. I don't even know how you would you're supposed to react to that as a player.
That would never happen.
No.
You're not trading 3 first-round picks to move up from 7 to 1 when you pretty much already know guaranteed that you can get your guy at 7. You're not moving. You might move up to 6 or 5 if you start
to hear rumors. Yep.
But you're not trading the house to move up to 1. Now, granted, I guess in the moment he wasn't thinking about still taking Mack. Then we're going to go get Bo. But like he would have traded back at that point at some point to get back. He wouldn't have taken Mack at 1. And
I think ultimately, if he is going Vontae Mack, he trades back to 13. Where teams are actually looking at him at 15, so you trade back a little bit before then to snag him for cheap.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they addressed. So it's like, dude, he was supposed to be the number 1 pick. You guys are getting him at 6 for $7 million less, and you're in like cap hell right now.
Yeah.
Like, what an ultimate steal.
I feel like the trade with, Bo starts freaking out after they take Vontae Mack. We get the sticky note Vontae Mack no matter what, which, again, I'm sure that GMs kind of have that kind of mindset going in the first round if you're that high up. Bo starts freaking out and then looking to trade back in with Jacksonville to get back ahead of Seattle. That was the trade that I was like, I don't think that would ever happen.
No.
3 second-round picks for the number 6 overall. I don't see that happening.
There's no chance. I mean,
that was the one that I was like, that one's never going through.
Well, especially with they're almost on the clock. Like I don't doubt that trade backs and trade ups happen in that amount of time, but to just completely give it up, I don't know what team would do that.
No, but I do love the full circle, like you said, the Seattle. Like now we got back in front of Seattle, we called them, and he's like, the Jags are on the clock. He's like, you better look again. Cleveland's on the clock, and he's like, I want all my picks back. Mutes it. They're thinking about it, and then they're like, Putney. We want Putney. Like,
yeah. He's like, what else should we get? Just to stick it to that asshole. That was a fucking dick to him earlier in the day. Oh well, that was my deal then. Times have changed.
Offers off the table. Yep.
Like we're not
30 minutes
living in the same world we were living in 30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago, yeah.
You fucker, you just
fucking pancakes.
He's like, you fucking pancake eater.
I was looking up some fun facts, and they're like, obviously, NFL is involved in this movie and everything, but so they, embellish a lot of things. But the way GMs talk to each other is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, I love, they make the trade, they get back, they get the Browns royalty, so the coach is happy now, owner's happy, all the picks are back. He got his guy, we got the head coach's guy, and we got all of our first round picks back. The funniest shit was they get Ray Jennings and they get Vontae Mack out to the Browns draft party, and they get him up on the stage, and you just get the embellishment like Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Like, shut the fuck. There's no way, dude. Super Bowl.
And that's why it's like I'm laughing is that unfortunately they use the Cleveland Browns in this scenario, and it's like the only good things that happen to the Browns are in movies.
Yeah.
Draft day was popular in 2014. Just the word draft or draft day, because I think Drake had a song called Draft Day, and then this movie and the Browns actually didn't. I don't think the draft actually panned out as well, but they got Johnny Manziel in that draft like 2 weeks after.
Bo Callahan.
Taylor Lewan was also in that draft.
Shout out Taylor Lewan.
Clowney was the number 1 overall pick in 2014.
Mm-hmm. Brendan, I'll give you $20 if you can guess who, without looking, who the Eagles selected. I'll even say it's a defensive lineman in 2014.
What number pick do we have?
26th.
He wasn't good. Oh, it was Brandon Graham. Was it Brandon Graham?
And the survey says.
Or was it somebody that didn't pan out?
Somebody didn't pan out. Marcus Smith.
Marcus Smith from Louisville. Yeah, that looks like a bad pick. How he drafted BG, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson almost back to back to back, I'm pretty sure. So I knew it was I think Kelsey.
Jordan Matthews was in the second round.
Yeah, he was
I think
good.
you guys might have traded up, maybe. I don't know.
Matthews was good for a while. But, we drafted Graham and then Kelsey and then Lane. That might have been 11, 12, and 13. And then 14, we got that guy. He sucked. We had a couple. Howie doesn't miss a lot, but that one was a miss.
We had Clinton Dixon. Geese, you guys got Kyle Fuller.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
And also, you know how the week of draft day, or really not the week, just the month leading up to it is just dead time.
Yeah.
Well, when this movie came out, Fox Sports, and I don't know who wrote it, but they did grading all the trades and picks made in the movie Draft Day. Like let's see here. Let's share this. Kind
I
of
need
sort
to see
through the
that.
draft grades. I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like, man, that literally goes to show exactly how boring the week before draft day actually is. Browns C-, Seahawks A for the first trade.
I need to see that Jaguars grade, dude.
It's 6 overall pick for 3 second-round picks.
Yeah, what was the grade?
B for the Browns, D for the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's a bad trade.
This line is what cracked me up a lot. Was this pick makes Molina so irate that he somehow gets from New York City to Cleveland by the time the Jaguars have the number 6 pick.
Yeah, he got out of there quick.
And then Browns A+, Seahawks F.
Man, I thought the F would have gone to Jacksonville, but yeah, I mean the Seahawks got totally fleeced. Totally fleeced.
Not really though.
They got their guy.
Yeah, for less money. You just had to, do a little bit of circus. Well, they did lose their special teams guy. So
yeah, Putney.
I would agree.
Funny point at the end. How about when Allie and Sonny kiss finally, and Rick's just creeping. Rick is just back.
Best background character there is in the movie.
I was really hoping, and I knew we weren't going to get it, but when they went to the season kickoff, I was hoping to get a little. I wish they would have shown it was like Browns versus Seattle or something.
Yeah, and gave it like a score.
Would have been funny.
Well, I watched the credits a little longer. I know they were showing like pictures and everything, but I kind of wanted them to do like the Browns went 3-13 that season.
Yeah. The Browns still suck.
The Browns still suck.
Another just stab at Cleveland, but overall, good movie. I mean, out of the 4, I would say it probably falls to number 4 for me. I think Jerry Maguire probably 3, Blindside, and We Are Marshall are a tough 1-2 punch. Based on a true story, a lot of emotion there. I got as an emotional guy, as mentioned plenty of times, those are going to be tough to beat. But Jerry Maguire,
I would agree with that. I don't know how I like Jerry Maguire a lot, and I like this one. This is definitely number 4 for me, but I don't know how Jerry Maguire beats The Blind Side.
No, it's impossible.
So, and then We Are Marshall is iconic. So number 1, Blind Side, Jerry Maguire, Draft Day.
Yeah. We Are Marshall and Blindside are both tough for me to like put 1 or 2. I guess if I had to, knowing what we know now, I would say probably We Are Marshall 1. Blindside, I think, gets me at more points of emotional, just focusing on one person, and then like you kind of get his life, whereas like Marshall's the aftermath of what's going on, where you're kind of you're in the front seat of Michael Orr's story.
Yeah, and then We Are Marshall and Blindside is actually football.
Yeah, where
Jerry Maguire, Draft Day are behind the scenes, which I've never seen those movies, so I actually like the behind the scenes movies like this that give you like, into what the agent's doing, into what the GM's doing, because every movie is a football movie. So getting the mechanisms behind all that, I actually find probably more enjoyable, but the movies aren't as good.
Well, the wheel really came through this year, or this month.
I was going to say, we said this could have been tough if we got 4 of the same, all football. Like, we got a lot of different The wheel was nice to us here. But, yeah, football series was a fun one. And touch on Blindside. Don't forget Blindsided. The story of Michael Orr still holding the rights to that. Copyrighted.
Yeah, that is an insane story. I know I wasn't there, but that whole situation's fucked.
You missed. We said we need Michael Orr's side of the story to come out, and Trav's like Blindsided, and I was like, ooh, Blindsided.
Golden.
The story of Michael Orr. We need that. We gotta coin that and get in touch with Mike and see if he.
Who's calling, dude? We got a great movie opportunity for you. It's called Blindsided. fuck you.
No, I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. I don't know if we have a whole lot of pull there, but
it's a just blindside, but it just paints the whole family in terrible light instead of the other way around.
well, that's why I'm wondering like what his story would be. I don't think it would be a total bashing of them. I think we'd get more now, obviously, but we would get to see kind of his side of it. So it would be interesting. But
I'm on board. I love that idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Football series in the bag. Like I said, football will still be kicking things off. I always keep saying that. I'm not trying to actually do the pun every single time. But as football guys, sports fans, we'll be talking about our teams, keeping updates of both NFL and college, and kind of starting there at the beginning of every pod pre-movie. But very excited about the new wheel. Very excited about the idea that we have. And very excited about the fact that we are moving into finally the first holiday-themed wheel, which will be a Halloween-themed based wheel. Halloween, tough to say quickly. But bringing a new idea. We didn't do a draft this time like we do a popcorn draft because we thought we'd kind of start doing it to the wheel critter. And I usually make these behind the scenes and typically just picking away at the top movies of all time, putting them on a list and spinning it. Trav and Geese don't know. Trying to get people involved. So at this point, we decided to do a draft of building the wheel live here. So if you're not watching and you're listening, bear with us as the first time we do it.
Yeah. Still
you'll
be able to hear the
along.
names.
Yeah, you'll be able to follow along. You won't be able to see it. But if we take a little bit of time here, want to do a little draft, be a snake draft, but it's not like you're really losing things, won't double down on things. We want to open this up to anybody listening out there moving forward when we do this again to try to get some crowd picks on the wheel as well. For this week, we actually just did the four of us, plus our number one listener out there, number one feedback giver, my Faja, Marty Noctrud, big Halloween guy. Shout out, Marty Noctrud. Got a couple picks from him as well. Big Halloween guy. I don't know how you guys want to do this because we've got Trav. Shout out Trav for there's 20 movies on the wheel. We needed 5 each, and everybody needed to build a list a little bit longer than 5 because naturally movies are going to get taken. Trav not being with us tonight sent me a list of 4 movies, so didn't even complete the project. his job. So
Didn't even complete the project.
Had to get to my dad to get involved here because as a Halloween diehard guy, always doing the house up, outside decorations, blow up lights, the whole deal. Big Halloween guy, so got his opinion in there too. My question to you two is, as we start to build this wheel, is where do we want to start? Do we want to pick one of Marty's off the bat here? Do we want to get the fan one in there?
I think we take a Marty pick right off the rip.
So here's my question then. Do we take a Marty pick off the rip, or do we just take the 3 staples and put them on there and then go from there? Because when you think of Halloween, and to tell everybody how we're doing this, not just Halloween-based, but scary movies, horror movies, thrillers, all on the table here. Do we just throw Nightmare on Elm Street, original Halloween, and original Friday the 13th on there out of the gates?
Yep. I agree.
So Marty had those. Trav had one of those as well.
Yeah, just take the staples out of it, though. I mean...
Yeah, so Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Michael Myers, Freddy, and Jason are going to be the first 3 entries of the Wheel of 20. From there, we can take my dad's wild pick that I knew he was going to text us and put it on there too, and then we can move into our draft. Because then we'll have 4, and then we can just have 4 each.
What is it? Killer Clowns in Space.
The Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
From outer space.
Oh yeah, and the clowns is with a K.
Sorry.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You also need Nightmare on Elm Street as well, and then we can get rolling.
Okay.
I can start with Trav's pick, or we can all 3 go, and then I can go to his. I know he's only got 3 left, so we're going to have to double down anyway. So if anybody wants to go first, feel free. I'll get my list pulled up and ready to roll here.
Yeah.
Geese, kick
I'll
us
go
off
first.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity 1. That movie fucks.
That was an iconic film.
I'm going to assume, unless emphasized, all these, if you say it, are going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Like Halloween, there's a billion. There's a billion Jasons. Like,
Yeah.
start with the OGs. We can
The
go back to them
OGs,
another
yep.
time. Critter, go ahead and go second here.
I'm gonna go a little bit off the beaten path. I'm gonna go The Nun, actually, instead of all the OG ones. The Nun. I think there's a Nun 2 now, but Nun
Probably.
1.
That's part of the Warren family, like the Conjuring series.
I think so. Yeah.
They have so many movies that are just spin-offs that are they're kind of standalones. No, good pick. I'm going to kick things off myself, and then I'll give Trav's pick. Got to do it to you. If you're watching the video at home, we got the sweatshirt on that you can't see. We're going Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington, the Oogie Boogie Man. Let's get him on there. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Let's get a cartoon in there. Trav's first pick, I will say, and I'm going to pick the one that I like out of the three that he's got remaining because he did feed us Friday the 13th, which, again, I think everybody and their mother had that one on the list. One of my favorite scary movies from back in the day that I didn't have on my list that I made, which I was disappointed in myself for forgetting, House of Wax.
Ooh,
yeah.
House of Wax with Paris Hilton. That movie is good and scary. Interested to see if we land on one of these that we thought were scary when we watched it the first time, if it's still going to hold the same effect.
I'm going to stay on that theme.
Well, hold on. Are we doing a snake here?
Oh yeah, didn't you just do 2? That's what I thought. So yeah.
I did Trav. Sorry.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, House of Wax was Trav's. I like that movie, and I didn't have it on my list. Okay. Second Trav movie, I'll take another iconic guy off the board here. The second would be, I believe, the first movie is called Child's Play. Yeah, but that would be the Chuckster.
Chucky,
Child's Play. We'll go off the list there. And then I guess for my second pick, since I'm probably only going to have, I don't know how many I'm going to get. Gonna keep it light with you boys. We're gonna go OG Halloween Town, Disney Channel.
Halloween Town. That was my number 3, and that was on my list. I had that one locked.
I have other. I could have.
It's all one word, actually, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
I have other Disney movies on my list, and I don't know if we're gonna get them to make it. But based on what you guys pick, I'll play it by ear. But yeah, Crit, back to you.
All right, halfway done with the wheel.
We got 10.
We got 10.
Okay.
No, I've done math with this before and I've been off, but
sure.
As of right now, 10. I'm going to go with Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. I don't know if
I don't think I've seen that one.
I might have.
I think it's like one of those movies that when I think we were in high school maybe, kind of thought it was a little scary, but couldn't tell you what it's about right now because I don't remember shit from it, but little change up from the OGs.
Easy got 2 picks here.
Hocus Pocus.
God.
Honor of Salem. Just fucking there.
HOC.
HOCUS. POCUS.
That was Trav's other movie, so his list is over with, and I almost took it because I knew you were going to, so I was going to try and switch things up. But okay, so it's the 3 of us now.
Okay, so is this going to make it back to me? Or is this my last pick? I know, but it changes things.
How many do we have?
So we got 12. 3 of us. I think 12? We got 12 now, yeah.
8 picks left, so Geese, Crit, me, Crit, Geese. You get 2 more, actually.
Oh, okay. We will go 13 Ghosts.
I don't know that one off the top of my head. What is 13 Ghosts? Can you tell me something about that?
Essentially, think of it like a haunted house type movie, except it involves like all these ghosts that are like different types that are all kind of locked up. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but
Shaggy is in the movie.
Yes, he is. Matthew Lillard.
Yep, Lillard.
I knew I was gonna fuck that name up when I said it. I was like, pause for a second.
Now it gets hard because I've got so many on here, Crit. So hopefully you take one of them to make my life a little bit easier.
I'm going to go with The Strangers.
OG, dude, that's one of my favorite movies ever. That was on my list. Thank you. That movie is one of the scariest movies to this day because like that shit could happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Do
that
we
movie
think that's
is so
the Scream
scary.
Unseen on Monday? Strangers 2?
I think it's already out. I think it's now playing.
Is it?
I don't know. I saw a preview and it said now playing, but it could have been that could be fake news. Man, I've got two, and I've went 2 kids movies, so I should probably get into my bag a little bit here.
Got 6 more, so technically
Came
we
out
can
today.
do 2 each.
Actually.
We could do 2 each from here. Do you guys want to do 2 each from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got enough.
Me
So
count
I'll
them
just
again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Yep.
All right, so I'll go, and then Crit go, and then Geese go, and then I'll go, Crit go,
Swing
Geese
it
round
back.
it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, I've got so many good options here, man. I got to get a little scary. The problem is I've got a lot that I like I personally like a lot, and it's like, do I want it? I've probably seen them all, so it doesn't make any difference. But do I want to try to mix things up here? Man, I'm gonna go with another one of my all-time favorites. Getting a lot of shit in the box office for his newest movie that's out right now called Him. But one of my favorite movies of all time and one of the coolest stories that he's done, really one of the coolest horror movies I've seen, is going to be Us. Jordan Peele. That movie is awesome.
We didn't get that on. I think that was one of the first wheels we had. He was on there,
Yeah.
but it didn't hit.
Yeah, we got to get that thing back on there. That movie is awesome. Crit, back to you.
Let's do, since you guys did kid ones, I'm going to do one. Casper, the Friendly Ghost.
Casper, that's a staple. That's a staple.
I thought about saying like The Big Short, just because crash the stock market's pretty scary.
Let's snake this here. So Geese go 2.
Ghost.
Geese go 2,
Yeah.
Crit then go. I'll go last. That makes
Okay.
more sense to keep the snake.
In saying that this fell so low, The Exorcist.
I didn't even have it on my list, but that is a
I don't
staple.
even know. Did I spell that right? EXORCIST?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. And
Was it
then
The Exorcist or The Exorcist of Emily Rose?
no, The Exorcist, the OG
Okay,
one.
'cause I know The Exorcist of Emily Rose is like, I didn't even know there was just the OG. I'm sure there's a billion of them. Okay, what's rounding out the list here?
Rounding it out, this one's for Lexi. Hellfest.
Hellfest. Feel like I've seen that. That rings a bell in my brain, but I don't know.
It's pretty new. Not pretty new. I think it's like 2023 or something like that.
I'm Googling it. I feel like I've seen that. Hellfest. That just gave me a music festival. Nice. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That's a good movie. That's a cool one, too. That's a good Halloween theme. All right, Crit, make my life a little easier here. We might have to go through. I might have to go through my list for honorable mentions for you guys.
Yeah. Let's do The Shining.
Thank you. That was going to be my pick, but then I realized that I told Lexi I was going to put Hellfest on there.
That hotel is an hour away from me, 2 hours from you boys.
They didn't even film there. Fun fact. They filmed the outside.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So we
They
got
still can make money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see what you guys prefer here. I'll give you guys some options because I got 3 movies in mind, and I want to see what you guys maybe think. But I just want to preface this by saying we are going to get some shit for leaving some massive character staples off the list here. Before I say who we're leaving off the list, here's the thing. I can either go with one of those, go with the staple Halloween or scary movie character. I can go with another old school Disney movie because I've got a couple good ones on here. Or I can go with what I think are, my pick of another one of the more scary movies that I think I've ever seen. Would you guys have a preference here? And at the end of the day, I'll probably make my decision by itself.
I feel like we got a pretty good
Yeah, I got a couple.
Pretty good mix,
couple,
to be honest.
Couple fun ones that are like Halloween related. We do have a good list. So go with the gut.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with one. I'm gonna go with one that I think is still widely known as one of the scariest movies of all time. I watched one TikTok, and that's where my information's coming from. But coming to, they rated everything off average heartbeat and heartbeat peaks in movies. And this movie came out, I believe, in like 2013, or it was old for us. But I will add Sinister as my final pick on the wheel.
I did see that one in theaters. Good movie.
That movie is very scary.
Because that is a tiptoe through. No.
I don't think that's Insidious.
Oh, rats. That's what I was thinking of.
Sinister is Ethan Hawke, and it's the videos they find in the home they buy. And he watches these creepy videos. If you've never seen it, dude.
I don't think I've seen it.
You're in for a
I probably have, ride. Yeah, dude. Uh-oh.
Do you guys have any? Yeah, we're all frozen here, but I can still hear you. Do you guys have any on your list left that you'd like to throw out as honorable mentions? Because I've got quite a few.
Yeah, I'll go. We got Haunt, Beetlejuice, Scooby-Doo. We talked about it at the beginning, and then I felt like I'm not going to put it on here. Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Omen, and Sleepy Hollow.
Damn, so you had a lot that I didn't have, and I just thought of another one. Is that Sleepy Hollow the Tooth Fairy one?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Actually.
I don't either.
Hang on.
Dude, Hills Have Eyes, The Ring.
Oh, The Hills Have Eyes.
And Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror I had. I didn't have Hills Have Eyes or The Ring. The Hills Have Eyes creepy. I've got a long one for you boys. One we'll get some flack for. Texas Chainsaw Massacre didn't make it. The Terrifier. The Terrifier is a new one that is extremely creepy. Scream didn't make the list. That one hurts. The Corpse Bride, another Tim Burton movie. Wasn't going to put that one in front of Nightmare Before Christmas. Five Nights at Freddy's. Charlie Brown's Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown's Great Pumpkin.
I think that's 25 minutes long.
Yeah. 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night was one of the ones from my childhood that I thought was very, very scary. Barbarian. I know Lexi likes that one. That movie's scary. Hereditary is also on the list of top 10 scariest movies of all time. Didn't make it here. The Purge.
Scary?
Not
the
bad.
Purge.
The Purge. The OG Purge.
Ooh.
Disney one for you. Phantom of the Megaplex, if you guys don't remember that.
Oh, God.
Phantom of the Megaplex. Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
The Addams Family. And then the other one that we're probably going to get some slack for, Pennywise didn't make the cut.
The Ring.
Crit said The Ring. Thanks for listening.
Sorry.
Haunted Mansion. Eddie Murphy. Coco. Day of the Dead. Coco.
Yeah, that's technically,
Coco's in there. Smile. Very scary. Cabin in the Woods. Another Disney Channel one for you boys. Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Classic. I think one of the Baldwin brothers plays that. Another Disney one, Don't Look Under the Bed, was one of the creepiest movies ever when I was watching it as a kid.
Monster House.
Scary. Hotel Transylvania, Gremlins, Paranorman, and Frankenweenie. Didn't make the cut.
Halloween.
Hubie Halloween didn't make the cut either.
I thought about putting that on there.
I like this idea. Would like to get the folks more involved that listen. Hopefully, maybe we'll run this back in November, but timing up perfectly to get the Halloween wheel going. I think we've got a good list here, got a good wheel. Trav, thanks for I believe, technically all four of your movies made the list, but two of them actually got picked. Let's see what we're watching to kick off, as Bussin' with the Boys would say, Spooktober.
Is that how you spell sinister?
I don't know, and I don't care right now. We'll fix it another day.
I don't think there's two N's, but it's pretty close. I think it's just one N.
I also have a dash after Hellfest somehow.
First movie, let's go!
Nice.
13. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Pull that up, Chris.
I don't know.
We saw it when we were young, dude. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen that that movie cover art before for sure, but I can't remember that movie at all.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
probably have seen it.
The house has like a bunch of history to it and everything, and like this family moves in, and then they got to deal with like figuring out the house.
Is it coming? There we go. Get those
13
specs.
Ghosts. What's our rating here?
30 meta.
We're not on Rotten Tomatoes. Who cares?
No.
5.6 out of 10. Not great. Scary movies don't do very well in the box office.
No.
But, yeah, and the plot on this one isn't great, but the special effects of the ghosts is fantastic.
I shouldn't say not well in the box office. I should say review-wise, professional reviews always shit on scary movies. But, and another fun fact of things we missed, now that I'm seeing some of these things on the site, it's not on there, but 2 movies that we've watched in theaters recently, 28 Days Later, which is now out 28 years later, and then I Know What You Did Last Summer, also not making the cut. But that is our football series. The Halloween wheel is built. The Halloween wheel has been spun, and 13 Ghosts will be brought to you next week by the Extra Butter Boys. Guys, thank you for listening. As always, I think we'll have a full house next week back with the 4-man crew. Talk football again, get back into that, give updates on our teams. Hopefully we all find a 4-0 week. We didn't get a touchdown parlay, guys. You want to try and squeeze that in real quick? A little 3-man?
Oh, shit, we didn't.
Little 3-man touchdown parlay, now that I'm thinking about it. Everybody,
this should go great.
First look, first glance, take a pick. Let's go noon games, make it easy on everybody. First game you see at noon. That way, if we win it, we can run it back in the afternoon slate. What do you guys got? If anybody finds a pick first, feel free to fire it away.
Load here.
Yeah, my DraftKings app is not working extremely well here. So as we try to talk through this podcast to get you guys a parlay that hopefully we'll post before Sunday. Didn't get that one out last week, but we didn't win. So 0-for-2 on the season as a podcast.
I don't really like any of these matchups, to be honest with you.
Just whatever your freaking peaches are feeling, you just pick that game. That's what I do with Chelsea.
Let's go James Cook.
I can't get the app to load. James Cook minus 220, I believe.
Yeah, is that okay? I can go.
I don't care. Hey, that's your gut. If that's your gut, we need to win. We need to win before we start thinking about plus money.
That's a good point.
All right, James Cook is off the board. I'm going to go Nico Collins, Houston Texans against the Titans at home.
I'm going to go Marion Hampton. The Chargers
Hampton
against the Giants.
The Giants, the New York Football
like
Giants. Amarian Hampton, Nico Collins, James Cook, 3-man parlay. Hopefully this one can hit. That feels chalky. I don't think Amarian Hampton scored yet, so that could be.
I thought he scored last week.
I don't have a clue. I don't really.
Amarian Hampton scored last week. Yeah.
Well, I know Najee popped his Achilles, so we should be seeing some time there. Anyway, that's our podcast, guys. Thanks for listening. That parlay will be posted Sunday morning on the story. Hopefully, I know that doesn't matter to you listening right now, but you will see it. Hopefully, that's a winner. We got to see some green check marks on the bet slip there. But the football series put to bed. Football itself not going to be put to bed. Continue to cover that. But the Halloween series, kicking things off with 13 Ghosts, guys. Appreciate you. Listen to every episode on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or YouTube if you guys want to see our beautiful faces. Make sure to drop us a follow on Instagram and X, the Everything app. Everything happens on X for movies to come. Updates, stories, clips from the pod. Get somebody excited about listening to us talk about nonsense. But got to get the Scream Unseen scene with the Halloween wheel coming up. Geese and I are going to be checking out a movie. Finally get you guys another one here. Give you a little bit of preview. We've missed the last 2 Screen Unseen, so getting a Scream Unseen is only right. Kind of perfect timing for us. And when you guys get out there, hopefully you got your AMC membership by now. Get yourself some popcorn. Watch 13 Ghosts with us before you listen next week. And pop that popcorn. Get it behind the counter. And do not forget your extra butter. We'll catch you on the next one.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.